my first industry placement. It was in between. I don't know if it was J Money first name, last name, or if it was Swag Surfing. I think it was J Money. How that the story behind that, the first name, last name track. I was living in Valdosta, Georgia, and what I did, how I was trying to get on in Atlanta, is I used to burn. I bought like a CD duplicator of like 10. It used to duplicate 10 CDs at a time, and I put like 18 to 20 beats on there, and then I just put them all in packages. And every weekend I go to Atlanta and go to every studio and make sure I put them, hand them to the right people, or put them around the desk and stuff. And at that time, Young Ralph had a song called "Look Like Money," so I went over there to his studio to give him a beat CD, and he didn't really care about it or whatever. But J Money, who wasn't even rapping at the time, I guess he just had a dream and wanted to do it. He picked the CD up, and I had my contact number on there, so he went up and he did a song with, he ended up doing first name, last name, and he sent it to me. He called me, I didn't even know what it was, and he emailed it to me. I listened to it, you know, and the shit was cool. I told him the shit was hard. And then I think like about 3 months later, everybody in Atlanta was just saying first name, last name, so he really did his groundwork. And from then, you know, we worked. We've been working ever since, like 5 years, almost 5 years later. I'm working on this track, you know what I mean? I want to make it like kind of soulful and then kind of hard at the same time. So just the chord progressions that I'm using has a little soul to it, you know what I mean? So I want to make it a trap with a still have a good feeling. So that's what we're about to work on right now. I already started on the chorus, and we're just gonna build around it. We're gonna build around the chorus that will play with the choir vocals. Now I'm gonna try to find a good snare to really go with it. I like to put like a slight reverb in them most of the time. It gives it like a good effect when it hits. It doesn't sound as dry. So I like to put like a when I put a reverb in it, I delay the reverb a little bit, so when it hits, the reverb kicks in after it hits. So as you can hear, the reverb comes in after the snare hits. I tried to find like a good, like an Indian voice, like a native voice that was singing. What I did was I EQ'd it and kind of put some reverb effects on it, and EQ and effects to so once I found that, you know, that's the next step is just building a beat around it and actually trying to play chords around it, actually try to figure out, you know, how you want it to actually work. So and I ended up playing this. That's where this choir comes in. I'm gonna make this part come in for the hook, and then when the verse hits, the sounds I did so far will be. So this part. It's the same native person singing, and I just kind of took it and just started chopping it up. And that's how we gonna twerk it for the hook. I mean for the verse. little doom doom, but now I'm just gonna add another one so it can have that triple. On the hi-hat, I put a slight reverb on it also. This one, sometimes I put a delay on this hi-hat. I put a slight delay, and I EQ'd it. If you're familiar with, like you put vocals on the rap vocals, and you know how to ad-libs and like to put it in a radio voice, picture that, and I did that on the hi-hats. It actually didn't sound like that. It actually doesn't sound like that, but I put the EQ, I made it more radio, just to give it like a radio feel for the hi-hats, and then I put the reverb at 10. So that's it. Let me see, and I did and a slight delay. So that's where it sounds. And the beat is 131, so I put the delay. Of course, on 131, I put a pan delay on it also. I want the chorus a little bit different from the verse, so I'm about to work on a chorus. I'm trying to get it to sound big and kind of. I'm gonna put some stumps in it, and with the stumps, I'm gonna put some effects on it after I actually put the stump on there. So with the stumps, I'm gonna add a little reverb to it. Try to get it to sound a little different. So just added the reverb. Now I'm gonna EQ it. I'm gonna bring the highs on the EQ down so it can have a better effect. Add another EQ over that just to get this sound right. You see how that sounds with everything together. Sound that just is perfect for just building up a track. So I think that actually just help it out a little bit. So that was a bottom build up, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a reverb symbol on top of it, actually kind of like give it a feel where, you know, I got the highs with the reverb and the lows with the bottom bass, and hopefully that should just bring it until when those stumps hit, it'll be the perfect intro for it. Go back to the verse and finish that all the way out. What I do in FL after I make the beat, I import it in Pro Tools. I try to use the least amount of FL effects as I can, because I feel like Pro Tools just has a better output of their effects. So I import it all and I just copy and paste and kind of sequence it, and I sequence the whole track in there from the intro all the way to the outro. So I already did like a pre-mix of the beat that I made. So and that's the full beat from making it. You know, hopefully it's a hit. Hopefully you hear it on radio one day. It was good. This K on the track, man. You in tune with SeeTheSound.com.